Courier has been slain. The direst elements are pelting radiance. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Killing spree! Stormy! Over here now! Wooden pop! Oh, what'd I miss? Over here! Oh, what'd I miss? Over here! Oh, what'd I miss? Over here! Oh, what'd I miss? Oh! Use it wisely. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Touché! Radiant's top tower is under attack. Touché! Radiant's top tower is under attack. Oh, cover your eyes! Dire's bottom tower is taking a drubbing. Where's the party? Oh, cover your eyes. Radiant's courier has been slain. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's courier has been slain. If you were Dire's bottom tower, you would have fallen just now. If you were Dire's bottom tower, you would have fallen just now. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Here I am. Here I am. Over here! Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is dominating! Oh, stormy! Me? Oh, stormy! Mega kill! Double kill! Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's Radiant's top tower is under attack. Here I am. Time is running out for Dire's middle tower. Dire's structures are fortified against all comers. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified against against all comers. Dyer's middle tower has fallen. Is that whining I hear? Dyer's middle tower has fallen. Zap. Is that whining I hear? Dyer's middle barracks have fallen. Dyer's middle barracks are under attack. Dyer's middle barracks have fallen. Dyer's middle barracks. While we're on the subject, Dyer's middle barracks way for future disaster. Dyer's middle barracks have fallen. While we're on the subject, Dyer's middle barracks way for future disaster. Dyer's middle barracks have fallen. While we're on the subject, where's the party? Where's the party? What I miss? Oh, what I miss? Wooden pop. Wooden pop. Oh! Radiant must summon the spirit to defend their top tower. Radiant must summon the spirit to defend their top tower. Radiant must summon the spirit to defend their top tower. Radiant must summon the spirit to defend their top tower. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. And over here. Well, blow me over. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Well, blow me over. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Oh, cover your eyes. Dyer's bottom tower is taking a drubbing. Oh, cover your eyes. Dyer's bottom tower is under attack. Dyer's bottom tower has fallen. I'm sorry to say it. Dyer's bottom tower has fallen. I'm sorry to say it. Dyer's bottom barracks are under attack. Unstoppable! Well, dress me up, call me Shirley. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Monster kill! Monster kill! Godlike! Godlike!
Double damage!
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack. But all Dire's bottom barracks have fallen. Seems like a bit of a Sometimes I find myself saying, for no reason at all, Dire's middle tower has fallen. Oh, wait, there's a good reason to say it this time. Seems like a bit of sometimes I find myself saying, for no reason at all, Dire's middle tower has fallen. There's a good reason to say it this time. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Don't shoot the messenger. Killing spree! Don't shoot the messenger. Radiant victory! Dire's middle tower is under attack. 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 Dire's middle tower is under
killing heroes. They had sustainability through the roof. I would assume the killing heroes.
It has
they
been
had
confirmed, yes.
sustainability
Okay, cool.
through the roof. I would assume the killing heroes.
It has
they
been
had
confirmed, yes.
sustainability
Okay, cool.
through the roof. I would assume the killing heroes.
It has
they
been
had
confirmed, yes.
sustainability
Okay, cool.
through the roof. I would assume the killing heroes.
It has
they
been
had
confirmed, yes.
sustainability
Okay, cool.
through the roof. I would assume the killing heroes.
It has
they
been
had
confirmed, yes.
sustainability
Okay, cool.
through the roof. I would assume the Okay, cool. Through the roof. I would assume killing here. It has been confirmed, yes. Okay, cool. Through the roof. I would assume killing here. It has been confirmed, yes. Okay, cool. Through the roof. I would assume killing here. It has been confirmed, yes. Just making sure, because I don't know if we said that part.
We did, yes. Omar, meanwhile, he's getting absolutely blasted. It will be Nigma starting with the first kill, but Kuro's going to go down, and it looks like Matthew's going to follow. Omar, meanwhile, he's getting absolutely blasted. Well. It will be Nigma starting with the first dagger, suddenly just awakening into the game and making some really big arenas. Kill, but Kuro's going to go down, and it looks like Matthew's going to follow. You greedy little horsey. He's going to get killed off. Just start farming this medium camp here and making some really Noob under the cover of Invis does manage to snipe that one out, but yeah, a little greedy. Yeah. Once again, the offlaner and both supports are dead.
PSG Quest is making such disciplined moves together, right? They're bringing just the right amount of heroes to be able to bring the right amount of damage and aggression to then reset and keep building up this lead. And Luna now has 11,000 gold.
Yeah,
like minutes ago, we were talking about how Morphling was top net worth, uncontested. And now you can see how when a team makes just the better choices on the map, that economy can just be fully starved. And Malik blinks in again. Kuroki has been found, and he will be going down.
Definitely being a canary there is, Miracle's farming in wave. That's who they were really going for.
Luna has 11,000
gold. Was able to tank the gank for his carry.
We were talking about how.
But still, Quest, this is the death ball you were talking about. 5 heroes strong, running around the map together. How did Enigma fight this? Answer that question as they don't.
Uncontested. And now you can see how when a team makes just the better choices.
And now Roshan's going to be the next target.
This
what is not going to last long at all.
Kuroki has been found, and he will be going.
Malik and Omar already on the hunt for more. Being a canary there is, Miracle's farming. Take Roshan, go through the portal.
Oh, wait, I can make the. Wait. We were talking about how. That was the Roshan dying sound, in case you're a Spotify listener.
Death ball you were talking about. 5 heroes strong, running around the map together. How did Enigma fight?
I keep forgetting the audio's not on, so I do need to, assist where possible.
Indeed. And now Roshan's going to be the next target. What timings are they waiting for? I mean, they've got the Yasha coming up on Miracle. They've got Malik and Omar already on BKB on Quap. Maybe that's the big timing where they come to a fight. But probably not until the age has gone regardless. Like, they need to start playing the map smart. Get out, shove some waves, be evasive.
That was the Roshan dying sound, in case you're a Spotify listener.
You were talking about 5 heroes strong, running around the map together. How did they fight?
I keep forgetting the audio's not on, so for Nigma, it's like you've tried to. I feel like Nigma right now has always had that mentality of they do better in moments where they maybe shouldn't be, and then they try and exploit that and push it so far that they accelerate their timings when they shouldn't be there, right? And with this logic, it's like Nigma is the draft that reacts to aggression, gets items, and then punishes. In this game, they did it kind of the inverse way, and because of that, they now need to go back to the original game plan of, guys, just push out the waves, wait for them to come to us, maybe wait for the Aegis. After the Aegis, we can smoke up, utilize our Centaur Blink, our Quap with the Orchid, fully jump this Luna killer off. Issue is at that point, maybe shouldn't be. The net worths on all 3 cores on PSG Quest are relatively equal, so killing a Luna doesn't feel so good anymore. It's you gotta kill all 3. Reacts to aggression.
Qualification comes out, but they've got the Tombstone on the high ground, tier 2000. Fully looking to keep the pressure going here. Knock knock. Dragging Nigma home, of course. Miracle still out on the map, just trying to get as much farm as possible.
We can smoke up, utilize our Centaur Blink, our Quap,
a little awkward without the creep waves.
Killer off. Issue is at that point.
TP up top.
The net worth. They were the tower hits, by the way. I'm getting really good at this Foley.
Gonna join an acapella group, maybe.
Yeah.
Qualification comes out.
The next team fight, by the way, I am 100% doing this, just so you're aware. I am preemptively warning you. Like, next fight, you're casting, I'm in the background. I'm doing all the sounds.
Still out on the map, just trying to get as much farm. Suddenly, how to mute just one caster has shot to the top of Google searches.
It has, but like, this is such a rare opportunity, And like, this is like a 1 in a million game. Like,
oh my god. Every time, man.
He's always on the edge. Kuro nearly dies to Tormentor, like, every series.
Every time.
It's so scary. But like, I feel like Kuroki clearly just, he's there for the team. Sacrifices XP, tanks the Tormentor, you know, he's a pillar for these, you know, star players. Like,
yeah, other pods 5s, they see their health getting low. Oh no, I'm gonna back away. Kuro, no, he just stares that Tormentor in the face and leaves how to mute just one caster has shot to the top of Google
God, I'm so
searches.
excited for this fight. It has, but I need to get props, guys. I need more sound effects, you know. And like, this is like a 1 in a million game. I have a cookie that I can snap
every time, man.
For when Centaur double edges.
Hammer to smack on your desk.
Every time.
Make holes in the drywall.
But like, I feel like Kuroki clearly just, he's there for the PSG Quest. They are just grouped up cleanly together now. They aren't going to leave each other's side. Utilize this Aegis, clean out all the outer towers. Only the mid tier 2 stands. If they take this mid tier 2, break the high ground, we could be entertaining mega creeps, especially because Luna soon has Butterfly. Buildings will be just deleted. I need to get props, guys. I need more sound effects, you know. And like,
I mean, what is the win condition for the guys, you know, inside of the fight?
It really will be tier 3 hold with Kuroki getting that clutch swap off. Unfortunately, he is only level 9, which in the grand scheme of it isn't too low when you look at all the other supports, right? Matthew's level 10, Amar, Corey are level 10, but ideally getting maybe to level 12, having that second point and never swap, getting that Luna deeper into the base. There's no way Alina, who likes to free cast her spells, will enjoy doing it, having to walk into the, you know, the Radiant base. So I do feel like Nigma is now on the respect the fact that they're super strong, but we are one clutch play away from making it all tumble down. Like, the net worth, it's only a 7k lead. Like, the game feels like it's a 20k plus lead right now, just in how, you know, empty.
Oh no, they find Miracle farming the Ancients. I mean, he was deep. He was very, very deep as well. He had the scuba gear on, but it doesn't matter. Quest, hold the fishing rod, and they catch Miracle.
The Radiant base. So these aren't the deaths you want. I mean, I think everyone knows this, but
he's been out on the map for such a long time, you know, like part of me is kind of like, well, they didn't break high ground with the Aegis, and he was going to get caught eventually, but yeah, it still feels bad.
You know it's rough as well when you look at his quick buy. He went first item Lincolns on the Morphling, into then Manta, which is fine for like farm and map play, into BKB. He went for the triple like defensive items. Yeah, this Lina has, or Lina and Lion together have got his number. I think everyone knows this, but
he's been always going to be a hard Morphling game, to be fair. Like, part of me playing into it's locked down. They didn't break high ground with the Aegis, and Lincoln's just not going to really be up to the test if Spike plus Hex, LSA.
You know it's rough as well.
Still big threats on the board. Kuro now's been caught out as well, trying to go for a bit of split push action, and another Gouda Blade, another kill for the Lina.
Into BKB. He went for the triple.
Oh. Wait, they're going for a bit of revenge here. Kaori getting pulled down. Samel and FBZ out on the map trying to find a bit of revenge, and they will. Retribution comes in as they bring down Kaori. So the game's kind of devolved into a bit of kind of skirmishing. Haven't had a team fight in a while, instead just random kills across the map. Miracle, of course, now respawning, going straight to the middle lane, farming himself back up again. Manta finally completed for himself. On the board, Kuro now's been caught out as well. Yeah, Quest without his Aegis, no longer looking for the death ball. And another Gouda Blade, to be a bit more efficient on the map, just kind of extend their lead where they can. Wait, they're going for a bit of revenge. Kaori getting pulled down. Samel,
I think next Roshan will be that play.
Malik comes in. I mean, he's in a very bad spot here. He's going to try and go for the TP out, and he should be able to do exactly. Oh, no, never mind. Kuro comes in. He's back from the dead, ready with the swap. And Malik, slowly but surely, going to get beaten down here. Whoa. He does get killed off in the end. Now, Matthew actually used the disruption on him, like, whilst he had the BKB on. So the very last second of the BKB just disappears for like a frame and then reappears with the enemy illusion. That was kind of weird.
I rate that, but yeah, okay. So, couple kills. I think if anything, Nigma should just be hoping they get given any freebies before Roshan spawns. It's a minute away that it could respawn, of course, as a window after as well. But that will be, I would assume, Nigma's real attempt at re-entering this game. Yeah, right now, with Mars dead for 17, they are sweeping through the map right now. Lina does have a BKB. FBZ blinks in.
Immediate Shivas catch onto Omar. Great target for them to bring down. Hex, though, going to stop the stomp, but now the blast come through. Oh, Jesus Christ.
But look at the
Laguna, bye-bye pony.
Hoping that, look at the minimap though. Look how far away his team was when he jumped in. That was wild from the centaur as well. But that will be...
He was already far away and he blinked further. And, yeah, a little bit far from home, but nonetheless,
right now with Mars dead for 17
trying to make some moves and quite pay off. Matthew likely going to be dropping here. Disruption is out. Buy him a little bit of time, but yeah, let's say connects once again. Noob don't miss. With that Aghanim's as well, I'd be able to fly over the cliffs and close the gap onto Matthew. And now, once again, a little bit of pressure on the high ground. Noob, Tier 2000, Kaori, and Omar all ready to start the siege here. Tombstone is down. Blinked further, and yeah, a little bit far from home, but fortification out. 19 seconds on the disrupt on the Shadow Demon, so dropping here. Disruption is out. Back shortly. A little bit of time, but yeah, let's say connects once again. Quest, they back away. They don't want to present Nigma with any opportunities. They don't want to give him a chance. The cliffs and close the gap onto Matthew, and now
it's very disciplined for sure. Roshan spawning in 35 seconds.
Pressure on the high ground.
And back they go.
Noob, Tier 2000, Kaori, and Omar.
Where is the
siege here? Tombstone is down.
Like, in theory, if this game was more stable, it's a pretty hard Luna game, right? You're playing into a Shadow Demon. There's like Morphling that naturally can reposition and kill everyone else on your team. Like it. I feel like Nigma is playing very even though they're making very weird moves and getting picked off, they're still playing with the logic of we will outscale them at some point. I believe it does feel like they're playing with that discipline. Like they're not rushing around the map. I guess my real question here to Nigma is how do they utilize Miracle picking up a BKB? Because that will allow him entry to a fight. He won't get hexed, Lina can't kill him off, and how will they use that to their advantage? Because it'll also be into an Aegis and a cheese and maybe like 15,000 gold deficit, but they're making very weird moves and getting picked off. Sumo's dead.
Oh, whoa.
Still playing with the logic of
see that at all.
Yeah, Noob TP'd mid, and it does feel like they're playing with that. Killed him from the fog. It's the nuisance of this build from Lina. We don't see it often nowadays because of how Miracle picking up a BKB. In meta, the carry version of the heroes with Gleipnir, but the cast range on Lina is so far that you just don't see yourself dying until it's too late.
Yeah. And not to mention, you know, 1,528 magical damage in one burst.
15,000 gold deficit, but they're making very weird moves and
that's not something to mess with. That is not something to mess with. Meanwhile, the barracks are starting to fall. Quest have broken the base. No chance of defense without their Queen of Pain, but respawning in 8 seconds. Do they make the play? Do they make the attempt at keeping their base alive? I feel like Quest aren't really giving them the option. Lina isn't here right now, but she does have the boots of travel, so it won't be long until she returns. She's actually just looking to see if she can snipe anybody off. The sword comes out onto Tier 2000, but they mess it up with the stun. And now it's FBZ who's in trouble instead inside the arena. Malik with the BKB, Tier 2000 just dealing the damage, taking down FBZ. He is going to be able to get a stampede off and get himself away. Kuro not so lucky. Miracle, he's in very deep right now. He needs to get himself away, but cannot do so. Stunned up, taken down, gets out with the waveform. And Sunil's actually be able to take out Kuro on the sidelines, but gets stunned up to the barracks and taken down as well. Tier 2000 under the Tier 4, doesn't give a damn, just beating away at FBZ. Surely they can take the first life of Luna here. Yes, they can. FBZ still alive for the time being as Miracle's trying to fight up and force back Malik. In comes the Luna, back from the dead. Do they have the damage to take her down? She's going to kill up FBZ. Tier 2000 with the glaze bouncing around her as well. The damage reduction is just too much. Quest are going to be able to back themselves away. He's in very deep right now. He needs to get himself away, but cannot do so. Well, Nigma, it costs them a lot, but they hold on to this game a little longer. On the sidelines, get stunned up to the barracks and taken down as well.
2 buybacks and
under the Tier 4 doesn't give
a little bit of hope has been installed into Nigma, but yeah, for PSG Quest, that was quite the dive from sieging the buildings. Of course, the vent swap pushed the Lina deep, so then now that's kind of it's a forced dive rather than an optional dive. It's not the cleanest siege from PSG Quest, but of course 2 buybacks were needed. Suno also didn't press BKB when he jumped in, so then he then gets speared up and then has to buy back as well.
But they hold on to this game a little longer.
I think the PSG Quest, they now need to decide between do we go again without an Aegis get swapped and it maybe get awkward? Do we now farm for another Aegis? Like, quite the dive. I kind of feel that they're a smoke away from a pick off Mega Creeps, but we'll see how they want to play this one out. They do have the 15,000 gold lead. An optional dive is at least for Miracle he didn't quest, but of course die in the fight, right? He has 3 defensive items and he finally survived an engagement.
Yep. Now let's get some aggression. Oh yeah, Chrysalis.
They now need to decide between do we go
boys.
Of course, it's win probability. It's 94% to the side of PSG Quest, and that isn't going to be budging. It really is just on if PSG Quest get a little bit too excited to go high ground, like, oh guys, they used 2 buybacks, go go go, and then suddenly Luna's instantly dead and the game can get weird, right? But yeah, this game's still very much PSG Quest favored. He's about to complete the Kanda as well, so now he'll have his Moonglaves bouncing off his lucid beams, and yeah, it's very obnoxious on this hero. Of course, it's win probability. It's 94%.
I mean, that fight kind of all the way that Nigma were able to hold on was obviously the buybacks, and also the fact that both supports were able to get off their saving abilities in the fight as well. Curry actually used his Nether Swap firstly as an aggressive swap to try and get the Luna out of position. Didn't quite combo up perfectly with the Stomp, but
he's about to complete the Kanda as well,
so able to bring the fight to them. Get the Luna under the tier 4s where she stayed for the entire fight. Didn't move an inch. Noob might be able to catch out Miracle here. Oh, the save comes through. Is it going to be enough though? Matthew trying to help out as carry player, but Miracle, he's got the BKB. He's going to be able to leave. Matthew trades it all to keep Miracle alive. Oh my god, what a save coming out from Matthew. But how much does it matter? Because now Quest, they see an opening. They're going for the barracks. So able to bring the fight to them. TA2000 get the Luna under the tier 4 so damn fast now. The middle lane is all that remains for Nigga Galaxy. Might be able to catch out Miracle here. Oh, the save comes through.
They smoke up on the veg. They're looking for the swap. The Glimmer, they disengage. They don't want to get dragged underneath tier 4s. They don't want this 22,000 gold lead to get a little bit funky. And yep, there it is. The discipline again from PSG Quest. We saw it in that mid lane engagement when they smoke, tried killing the Quap, but then they pivoted back to save the Lina within a matter of milliseconds. Same type of call being made here. Some teams, they're so far ahead, just get the Mega Creeps, guys. It's fine. No, they instantly retreat, reassess the situation, and they still might go back, but they're holding the triangle whilst they kind of decide this plan. Disengage. I am liking how they don't want this 22,000. How calm and collected PSG Quest are playing now.
He has eyes on Noob. Noob, he fences it, but he's not going to be able to get away. The Stampede is out, the damage is in. Yeah, sure, the BKB's out from Noob, but they've got the damage regardless. Big pick off for the side of Nigma Galaxy, but Quest, they're not going down without a fight. They're coming back in and trying to bring down Miracle. Miracle, no BKB for 5 seconds. He needs some help here. Where's it going to come from? Matthew and Kuro are here on the backlines, but some mail is already gone. They take him apart, and TA2000 just ripping through everyone right now. Miracle, he needs to leave, but he gets speared up. No BKB used. He's going to have to stand his ground here. BKB comes out, but he can't move. Gets away, form away. TP out as well. Miracle is going to survive. But does it matter? 2 heroes dead. 1 for 75 seconds on some mail. He just got blown up so fast, didn't even... I mean, Omar just... I think he pre-casted Hex there or something, because the mail just didn't get a chance to BKB, but surely in these fights you have to preemptively BKB if you're going to jump in like that. Like, we've seen it time and time again, you do not get away with it. Omar is just too quick. Trying to out the Luna, but Mega Creeps have already been grabbed. FEZ can't stand his ground against TA2000, he's just too big and tanky. 5 seconds on some mail. And once again, Quest with the discipline, they're happy with the Megas, but they are going to have a window of about 20 seconds where they'll have their Luna, and there will be no Queen of Pain still. If they can force a fight in that time zone, then yeah, it's going to be really rough for the side of Nigma, and it's already looking pretty rough for Nigma as they spear back Kuro into the jaws of TA2000. FBZ also going to get brought down as well here. Godlike for TA2000, tearing it up on the Luna right now. GG is called and game. game number 1. It goes to PSG Quest in 35 minutes.
Yeah, quite a game from PSG Quest, I think. We're not really giving out MVPs, but I think Omar on the line easily is in contention for an MVP, just being in the right position, always just kind of setting the pace for his team, but then like moving his lane, picking up the lane, punishing Miracle in the mid lane, punishing Sumo throughout the split push game. It was, yeah, just an exceptional game from PSG Quest, and I think it's been a long time, at least in the shadow of Falcons, that we've forgotten how good this team is when they get to make the collective team calls, and they are a treat to watch. And I think on the flip side for Nigma, their laning phase is often very good. Like Sumo wins his mid lane, Miracle free farms, FPZ pressures and threatens and does stuff, survives lanes that are maybe a little bit more difficult. But then their choices after the fact are always just a little bit lost, a little bit disconnected. You've got Miracle dying in places he shouldn't be dying. You've got just moves that are maybe too forced for the state of the game, right? And because of that, teams like PSG Quest, teams like Winter Bears, for example, will punish you at some point and put you down a peg or two. And I think Nigma does need to clean up their act a lot if they are to try and make deep runs in these qualifiers, because with this type of calling, it's too volatile. And I think PSG Quest, especially if they draft so cohesively with this like death ball, if one team just has an off day, an off minute, they're just going to lose a game outright. And yeah, I think game 2 there's going to be a lot of talk needed for Nigma to be able to fight up against such a disciplined PSG Quest that we saw in this first game.
Yeah, I mean, obviously both teams have made changes since last qualifiers, and PSG Quest, they've replaced their coach, and a little bit more impactful for them, replacing 2 players, so still kind of not quite finding the cohesion just yet. Can they find it in game 2? Maybe a different draft, maybe a different style, or maybe just a team talk, and coming back with a fresh mindset for the second game will be enough for them. We'll find out. We're going to throw it over to a break, after which we shall be back with game number 2 of Nigma Galaxy versus PSG Quest here at the ESL Birmingham MENA qualifiers.
PSG Quest that we saw in this first game.
Yeah, I mean, obviously both teams a little bit more impactful for them, replacing 2 players, so still kind of not quite finding the cohesion just yet. Can they find it in game 2? Maybe a different draft, maybe a different style, or maybe just a team talk, and coming back with a fresh mindset. We'll find out. We shall be back with game number 2 of Nigma Galaxy versus PSG Quest here at the ESL Birmingham.
I saw you riding on the train today, and I tried to figure out a way to stay close. I wanna see you again.
Open your eyes, what can you see around? Under the open sky, over the siren sound. This is a dream, getting the royal scar, holding a diamond blade, throwing it far. Holding your breath still, you shine the fire. We'll just sit and wait till you fly. You know they'll never catch me for it. The way I put my finger on it. You got it, then try to tell me you got the wrong guy. You know they'll never catch me for it. The way I put my finger on it. You got it, then try to tell me you got the wrong guy. Just sit and wait till you catch me for it. Look at them now, all of the noise they made, counting the cards you won. Queen of hearts never breaks. Falling asleep, he might just take a while. Trying to grind your teeth, dreaming to touch my style. Well, can't say I blame you. Trying to come close to all you can do. You know they'll never catch me for it. The way I put my finger on it. You got it, then try to tell me you got the wrong guy. You know they'll never catch me for it. The way I put my finger on it. You got it, then try to tell me you got the wrong guy. Then try to tell me you got the wrong guy.
See the palm of my hand. Nothing can stop me from going there. I feel the devil in my head. I feel the pain running through my veins. And when I feel there's no time to waste, I don't care about yesterday. I'm still moving forward away, just like a hurricane. Feel the power, I feel the rage. I need to break out of the cage. I still have the strength, I still have the faith. It's not that easy to turn.
Hello and welcome back to ESL Birmingham qualifiers. It is time for the MENA region game number 2 between good old boys on the side of Midwell versus the PSG Quest lads. And game number 1, you know, it's I wouldn't say it was a beat down or anything like that, but you know, PSG Quest, their idea just seemed very concrete, and Nigma weren't able to really kind of contest that. You know, they did do well on the lanes, but unfortunately, there's that one really critical mistake of Nick from Miracle, and From that point onwards, you know, the game just hello and welcome back to ESL. They never relented. Qualifiers. It is
yeah,
a region game
kind of
too, but
over all the years of watching teams captained by Kuroki, there's always been like this element of how are they going to try and be aggressive, right? You know, ever since the whole OG versus Nigma TI, saga, I feel like Nigma did try and instill a lot of aggression into their playstyle. I remember back in the day of like, it was like 2020, they're playing like Darkseer strategies off lane, where they're just breaking the early 15 minutes, like super aggressive. Like, it's something that they've been doing for multiple years now. But I do feel like they're doing it without like the logic of, what if it goes wrong? Like, what happens next, you know? Like, they're playing with the expectation of, we will make this move, it will work, and we will do this thing after, you know? And like other teams, when they make that aggressive move, if it goes wrong, it does feel like they make an instant plan B and adjust. And it does feel like Nigma aren't as quick to make that plan B. They're not saying stubborn, but more just super aggressive, like accepting that, we can try plan A again. Maybe it just works. It's still just plan A.2, you know? Smile.
Yeah.
So I do feel like Nigma is not as quick to adapt in the game as other teams, and that is maybe holding them back at, you know, breaking open some of these more, you know, competitive, harder fought games. But that's something that comes in time. I feel like once you readjust your mindset, realize what the meta dictates and what your draft really needs, then these star players should shine. But of course, time is going to be that answer, and time has been the answer for some time for Nigma. But yeah, it's not really clicking right now. We'll see what happens in game 2, what their draft dictates from them, and if they can get it over the line. But yeah, PSG Quest, as always, are looking exceptionally good. Competitive.
Yeah, I think it's like an interesting balance of the team as well. You know, obviously you've got a mixture of like, you know, a lot of experience in the team amongst everybody. You know, not even just amongst the old guys, but Matthew and FBZ are also, you know, experienced players by this point. They've been around a while, and then you've also got like so many different ideas coming into the mix, and old players coming back as well. So, you know, I was kind of fully expecting this rusty phase, you know, just for a bit. Whether that can be fixed over one qualifiers or whether it's going to take multiple qualifiers, you know, that's kind of what we're here to find out. You know, I didn't expect them to be coming in straight away like all guns blazing, you know, just dubs after dubs, stomping the entire qualifiers. It would have been cool, but also, you know, it's there's a lot of other very good teams around these qualifiers as well. You know, the MENA region, the top 3 teams are very stacked indeed, so you can't really get through unless you're playing very good as well. So, and yeah, I mean, that's kind of exactly what we're saying. But Nigma, you know, it's going to be interesting to see how they adjust for game number 2 as well. You know, do they go back to the Centaur again as their first phase, or are they going to try something different? Well, what are you expecting? Like all guns blazing, you know, just dubs after dubs, stomping the entire qualifiers.
I feel like I expect PSG Quest to do the same type of draft, where it's like just super solid foundation. If you make mistakes, we beat you type of logic. Something they've been doing so far in this qualifiers. For Nigma, honestly, I don't think draft's an issue, right, for either team. Like, I don't look at this first game and go, wow, this draft really hurt them. Oh, the way they approach this pick, it hurt them. It's like, I just feel like the gameplay is just too, like, it's, I don't even know how to put it into words. Just Nigma are just a little bit lost right now. So I'm excited just to see 2 drafts again of the same caliber, but I just really want to see the talk be more about the game plan than the draft. If like Nigma's talking about the draft, then I think they are just going to have the same issues every single time. But with their coach, with the experience that they have, they're not talking about the draft right now. They know.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like exactly. Like I had no issues with the last game draft, honestly. Like it wasn't like the most kind of like fighty, impactful. You know, it didn't do any one thing really well, but you know, if everything went as planned, then they would have won. You know, then I don't want to say they should have won, because obviously Quest still had their game to play. They were all about the team fights. You know, they weren't super focused on the lanes, so losing the lanes wasn't a big deal for them. But yeah, I do feel like the way the game kind of broke apart for Nigma wasn't down to Quest's gameplay, but rather just like a few missteps here and there. And in fairness, Nigma, you know, in that mid game when they were really far behind, you know, we still saw some life from them. That's what gives me hope from this team. You know, they're not like some team which is just kind of being completely broken by Quest. Like they're still able to punch up, especially when they're behind. You know, so we know that if Nigma do manage to find a game plan which works for them, then they will be able to take these fights on even setting. But you know, then we see what Quest can do from behind, and that's kind of what I see from this game. You know, I want to see if Quest can play from behind and what they can do, because that is what they struggled against when they played their grand finals versus Falcon, the last qualifier. It really came down to the fact that when they fell behind, they just couldn't really put together a game plan to get themselves back into the game, and it ended up being quite a stompy grand finals. So yeah, definitely want to see how this one goes. We do have draft now available, so let's jump into it and find exactly what's going to be picked and banned for game number 2. Starting things off, you know, actually have that lion banned out by Nick the Gargs. That's kind of a bit of respect being shown Omar's way. He was our MVP, to be fair, because that is
exceptional lion game. That's like the type of lion game where I feel like other people would talk about like the leaner or something, right? But it's like that lion, he was clutching. PSG Quest kind of taking a page out of Falcon's book of if we like an offlaner, just pick it. And Mars is their flavor of the month. Not opposed to it. I have seen Noob play at mid before, unlikely, but for Malik at least, it's just going to be. The thing with Mars is you're naturally an aggressive offlaner with the capabilities of rebuke and spear, but also because of spear, you're quite a lane independent hero, right? If they jump you with some Ursa or Slark, you spear away. They don't have another pounce. They don't have another, you know, jump to get on top of you to be able to pressure you. So you can actually leave him alone for some time after let's say like 5-6 minutes and free up Omar to make plays on the map. So yeah, I don't mind the idea of just picking a casual Mars. It also helps that Heart is out of the game, tankiness is kind of out of the game, and the lack of damage that Mars can sometimes do with his build isn't really an issue right now with the current hero meta.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's definitely a good point. But Nigma Galaxy, they're more than happy to just grab the Shadow Demon as an answer to Mars, and I can see why. It was pretty good. You know, you go with the Arena and Spear combination if Matthew is in position, which he usually was, then a disruption is going to come out onto his teammate, and they won't just sit there taking damage for the entire duration. He will be able to save them. So, yeah, I like the answer. I think this draft is pretty much on the rails so far for both teams. Not really too much which has been unexpected to me. Literally the same heroes as last game. So, when will things start to get different? Well, probably in the middle phase. You have the whole pick avenue. To just grab the Shadow Demon as an answer to Mars, and I can see why. It was pretty good. You know, you go with the Arena and Spear combination.
Just looking at what heroes Amar have
then a disruption is going to come out onto his teammate, and
because he often loved to play melee heroes a lot. Obviously, right now he's playing ranged.
I like the answer.
So it's the polar opposite. But I remember like he used to be the when we did interviews with him. It's like, the meta means I just need to play melee heroes. And now look at his buff, like he only played range heroes. So it's like it's kind of funny to see how he goes from rather than like a type of hero, he's like I'm a melee man or I'm a ranged man. And of course with Mars, like just looking at what he can take a page out of OG's book and pick up the Hoodwink. He can still play like a Bat Rider type of hero, like any ranged 4 that has aggression in lane, like techies as well would still be viable for PSG Quest. I think it depends on what Nigma pick here, because it will reveal, oh look, they picked a low damage 5, we can pick this. Oh, they picked probably the offlane here, and maybe not Centaur because of the Mars. Maybe they don't care about the arena, and they still pick Centaur anyway just for the lane. Easily a route they can take. Pick up the Hoodwink. He can still play.
Alright, it's going to be Kurichen coming out for Nigma Galaxy, opening up with both their supports. As to be said, once again, very backline supports, you know, very defensive, in fact, even more so than last game. So we're going to have to see a lot of playmaking potential coming out for the rest of the picks of Nigma Galaxy.
So, like, probably I'm a little 50-50 with this Chen pick, because Chen is exceptionally good if you win your lane and accelerate your team through getting early auras. You rush Vlad because it's very cheap, you go for a pipe, a drum, all these items. You push your team forward.
All right.
But if you try to force towers and Mars isn't shut down in lane, Arena is one of the best spells at people trying to siege, and it can really shut down that aggression of a Chen. So if PSG Quest pick up a 4 position that has a little bit of laning presence, you block the camps, you stop Chen from punishing in the lane, Mars has a good time. It isn't going to be the most comfortable of Chen games, and accelerate your team. Okay, they go for a tiny and a proper pipe, a drum, all these items. So keeping the draft quite open right now. Right, tiny can be your mid or your 4. If it is your 4, we've already spoke how Mars can be independent. So if you've already blocked up the camps, Chen's not able to pressure in lane. Mars is now in a 1v1. Tiny can then just do annoying things on the map. Nature's Prophet as well in the 5 position can just TP in if the Chen tries to step up. You've now got 2 stuns from a Tiny plus a Mars with a Prophet right click. You can feed off the Chen, you can pressure the carry. So I really like how PSG Quest have answered this Chen. So keep the draft quite open right now.
Yeah, definitely. It's all about the burst, all about the kind of global potential as well, matching his pressure. But now some picks coming out from the Galaxy. And well, I wanted playmaking, and they are delivering. A Magnus and a Faceless Void can be thrown down for Nicky Galaxy. Magnus, not something we've seen them play so far, but certainly giving you a ton of playmaking potential. Is this going to be FBZ or is this going to be Sumail?
I really like how PSG Quest have answered it's open. It's they have last pick in the draft for Enigma, so they'll be able to see based on PSG Quest pick, and
all about the burst, all about
PSG Quest to go for the Kotal as well, and
matching.
It does look like it's going to be Tiny for Prophet 5 Kotal mid.
Well, I wanted playmaking,
and now it's Magnus.
They are delivering.
Based on
Magnus and a
the hero preferences, it makes sense, especially because
Noob really likes Tiny and Kotal.
It does, but sorry, I put my teeth in. The Spear on Mars only scales past 2 seconds at level 4. To stop Void from time walking, he needs to take damage in that 2-second window, right, or before. So if it's Mars Kotal, you'll never be able to Spear into Illuminate and actually do damage to him, because he'll always be able to time walk, right? Because at level 1 it's 1.3 seconds, at level 2 it's 1.6, so there's plenty of time for him to just dodge. So it kind of feels like if you want to actually pressure the Void, you need to put the Tiny and Mars in the lane together, so then you Spear into Avalanche, layer it correctly, and any damage he's taken during those stuns, alright, congrats man, you're now not that healthy. And then if you put the Kotal mid, he can rush Orchid, run around the map, play on the blinks of Tiny Mars, and kill the Void. So I kind of feel like mid Kotal brings more to the mid game, and Tiny in the 4 position brings more to the laning phase. 1.3 seconds. Level 2 is 1.6.
See if PSG Quest share your takes on that one.
If you want to actually pressure the Void,
you
need
need
before
it's coming out from
the so then you Spear into
a team fight coming out from the Galaxy though. They have a very clear idea on how they want to take this. I mean, they do need to pick up some damage into this Chrono though. That's one thing I'm really looking for. I mean, the damage in the Chrono and the RP at the moment completely lacking. So yeah, really need something which can just blast away from the backlines here for the Galaxy. Whether that be a Snapfire, whether that be like a Lena or something, you know, we shall see. But first it's PSG's pick. They need themselves a carry. The Slark and the Morphling have been banned out, so what are you expecting from PSG Quest here? What does their draft need?
I like the theme of Enigma's bans. It's the idea of heroes that can jump, heroes that can use the noise that will be created from PSG Quest lineup. You've got multiple Blink Initiators, high cast range spellcasters. You do kind of need a carry that just goes, who did we find today? Let me go kill him too. And that's where like Slark has the Ags to pounce, Morphling has a waveform.
So Spectre, they need themselves a carry. The
Spectre could fit that build, very nicely.
What does their draft need?
There's not a lot of tower pressure from Enigma, so the punishment of Spectre isn't really in play. The only issue is you could maybe pick up, use the noise. Viper's not even too good of a counter these days anyway, so you've got multiple Blink Initiators, high cast Spectre's a good possibility. The only issue there, which I'm trying to think about, is you still have a last pick on Enigma, so then you pick up some really strong offlaner, put Mag mid, and now Spectre doesn't have a lane. Whilst you make it could be awkward, but yeah, it does fit that bill for sure.
Also, you pick like a strong carry, then you get to kind of zone out the Magnus if he does go there, and that's exactly what they do. They pick up the.
This is way more stable. Yeah, this feels good.
I didn't really think about carries because I was thinking about Spectre. You baited me, but no. TA is the she can buy Blink, she can join that who do we find mentality. She goes for Desolator, she can give early Roshan. It does feel like the same as game 1 where it's like PSG Quest, the lanes should be very good. They should be able to group up earlier. They own the map in like the first half an hour. But then when you get past that hurdle and you think about the late game, it's like, does Faceless Void with Manta BKB care about Kotal? Not really. He can go Lincolns to deal with the Hex, like he's fine. Like if TA goes up to hit high ground, she's the only one that hits the building. Now there's a Skewer from Magnus, there's the Chrono, there's a Disruption rate. Like Nigma have all the tools to play for late game. The issue is how do they get there? And once again, it is this final pick. They need a hero that can give themselves some damage. They don't do any damage right now in the early game. It's like Chen creeps. And that's it. Like if you RP someone who's dying, no one. If you chrono someone who's dying, no one. And now they decide, you know what? Rather than killing anyone, we're just gonna survive. So they pick up a chrono.
We got the big boys on the front line. We got Chen, Shadow Demon on the back lines. Like we have a very simple plan here. Don't die.
Don't die. And it should in theory work out, right? I think there's gonna be opportunities where PSG Quest do go over aggressive. Kunkka is a natural counter to Keep the Light. Keep the Light is a high boost hero that likes to play on range. When Kunkka has 4 points in X, you can always just oh, there he is, X and contain him, swarm on top. My main concern for Nigma is they just don't do damage. They are very tanky and survivable with time warps and skewers and boats and disruptions and Chen Hill. Like all 5 heroes have a way to enable someone else to survive or exist within the fight. But they're all locked into needing items to make moves. So I feel if you're PSG Quest right now, it's like just don't somehow completely lose your lanes, which is it feels near impossible. Go aggressive, get first Roshan, and if they blunder, the game could get difficult. But if they don't blunder and they play a really clean game, then Nigma will always be wishing that they had one different hero across their 5.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's the worry I have for Nigma is if you want to go in, you're going. Like you got to drop big stuff. And by the way, I love Matthew's Shadow Demon here, just completely default, whilst everybody else is like crazy expensive cosmetics and like literally everybody in the game. It's like really big shiny cosmetics and Matthew's default Shadow Demon. But yeah, as I was saying, if Nigma want to go in, they have to go in. You know, other than like, I guess that's what Kunkka gives them. That's why the smell Kunkka kind of makes sense because you do have some kind of softer committing initiation, which the Magnus and the Faceless Void kind of don't. It kind of solves that a little bit. So that I like, but I also don't think it's enough. Like I don't think it's enough damage coming out from Samael. I don't think it's enough damage coming out from his team in general. So I really think it's you RP someone. But yeah, as I was saying, how are you going to bring them down? If Nigma want to go in, I
think the damage might come from how Samael itemizes. If he goes for like Blade Belt Ags and he soaks up that Kotal damage, if he does the work of containing, like that could be helpful. Another thing as well for PSG Quest is their initiation is we're either in or we're not, right? Like Mars blinks in, you fight. TA blinks in, you fight. Same thing for Tiny. And if they miss execute, and they use their big jump like their Meld Strike, their Avatos combo, their Arena, and they don't kill someone in that window, even if you don't have the perfect heroes with damage in the moment, you'll still be able to do something over time, right? You layer an RP and a Chrono. So it's uncomfortable for sure. But there's a disruption. Will they be able to get the skewer off? No, they're shockwaving instead, of course.
Okay.
Body blocks.
Well, body blocks from Matthew. Getting it done. Avalanche comes in. They might have just saved the day. Right clicks. All the miss uphill. Blood grenade.
And if they miss execute, and
he's gonna survive.
Oh my pesky tower protection.
Yeah, really coming in big there. So that will be not a first blood going away if the Galaxy, but very, very close to it. Maneuver has to now start the lane on like 200 HP.
Look how expensive he is.
Yeah. Body blocks from Matthew.
And something that we haven't talked about is that Kunkka used to be like the counter to Kotal. Right? In laning phase, because of a Tidebringer, like you can punish the keeper like in different ways than other mid laners where they're just kind of victim to getting illuminated. So we'll see how this matchup goes. Again, being melee, you should be able to play for a lot of denies. Sumail being a very talented mid laner has shown that he can do that in any matchup. Look how expensive he is. It kind of feels like it's can Kotal get through the Kunkka matchup and get the guys grouped up. Already trying to annoy Kuroki, blocking up the small camp. He hasn't blocked the top small camp on the dire side, so maybe he walks up there at some point.
Matthew, I love this guy. Kaori just TP's on front of his face with teleportation to get the buff and damage, and Matthew literally just stands there and like clicks him back. He's just like, I don't care. You want to TP on me? Alright, good. Literally didn't react at all.
It is the value of having a salve available, right? Like he already had the salve, he knew that these right clicks were coming in. Often you see supports kind of not care about salves anymore because you have this whole can't give it to our core logic, but I like the fact that some supports do respect the item still to start with it at least, rather than just go for the stats.
Your Miracles really trying, hoping and praying for the 12% bash onto Omar there. Would have maybe gotten the kill if he got it, but just didn't come out. Literally didn't react. Unfortunately left on the top side.
And also, Kuroki side with Divine Favor, like very sacrificial play. So the thing with Chen and why he excels right now is you have Holy Persuasion, you get the gold from the creep you take over. So from the start of the game, you're taking melee creeps, small creeps, you're just building economy out of just using your spells. You get a Vlad's and that's your game. So to start with Divine Favor,
trying, hoping and praying for the 12% yeah, that was very close down to the bottom side. Both Matthew and Kaori getting very, very low and having to back themselves away. But Matthew obviously going to stay in the lane, keep on the pressure. 2000. A little careful actually. Kaori's coming from the side, and that'll be a first blood coming through. Not respecting the TP potential from the Nature's Prophet.
The start of the game, you're
getting caught off guard a little bit there from Matthew.
Building economy out of just using your spells.
So much damage when you get off the Mel Strike, and then Kaori just TP's in with the bonus damage from teleportation. Like, what do you do?
Yeah, Nature's Prophet is a patch away from a rework. I can't wait. I love Nature's Prophet. I've always enjoyed the hero. It's like, I think level 25 for me, but it's like it got to a point of being so good that it's now going to be nerfed and forgotten about, or Valve will just enjoy doing a little bit of a rework on the hero.
Yeah, it's interesting, especially that like he's just no one cares about Treants anymore. It's like it was always like the make or break point of the hero. Treants this, Treants that, and now it's just like nope, he's a global character.
I actually had a dream about Nature's Prophet, by the way, last night. You just reminded me.
Cool.
I had a dream that someone on Reddit put a post like, "Oh my god, guys, if you level Nature's Call, you can take towers." And it was like the top 2,000 Reddit posts where it's like they've completely forgotten about the spell, and it's like they treated it like it was like new tech. It's like yes.
Yeah, it's interesting, especially that like he's just.
I woke up like, oh my god, it's OP. I was like, oh yeah, no, yeah, it's a dream.
It was always like fun dreams, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sad.
He's a global character. FBZ and Matthew still just trying to line up into TA 2000, and honestly, they're doing an alright job. Like they're kind of just messing with her enough where nobody's farming like a crazy amount. It's mid lane when the farm's coming. Like Sumail is taking this and run with it. You know, you get the Coddle low, you give him a free lane basically, and he's just gonna completely farm up. But this was the same story as last game, and well, we'll see how that one went. Aggression here onto Noob actually. Doesn't actually have Torrent available. Tries to predict it, doesn't quite land it. Noob to the other side step easily.
And once again, Nigma are doing very well in the laning phase. Void is free farming, Kunkka is beating Kotal that we expect. There's also some stacks that were made by the Kotal which Sumo's taking, which is another reason why this is good. FEZ is getting chased down right now, has the skewer to disengage. But another reason why the Kunkka matchup is good, you get to steal the jungle. You have points in Tidebringer. Like Kotal's trying to be efficient, but he's lost half of his jungle to a Kunkka rotation.
Yeah. Sumail's playing this early game very, very well. And up on the top side, Miracle's having a pretty damn good time as well. 31 CS at the moment. Definitely not struggling. I mean, sure, this is a Mars lane, you know, the hero's just kind of been slowly tweaked down in the early game to the point where he's just like not a huge force, but
you have points in Tidebringer. Yeah, Mars is a hero that trying to be efficient, but he just exists within the octave, right? He farms, you farm. If you're happy just trading that logic, then you can just pick it. It buys time for things to happen on the map, right? Like Omar's pretty middle, he's getting XP there, he's trying to recover his game as well, so he's only level 2 actually.
I mean, sure, this is a Mars lane, you know.
Yeah, this time he's having the best time.
Been slowly
So overall,
down in the early game.
Enigma are doing exactly what they need to do to weather the storm of the inevitable fall up from PhD Quest.
Yeah.
Has a shield rune though.
Yeah, and Samel taking a ton of damage through this as well. 3 heroes surrounding him. Matthew, no mana left, won't be able to help out. Samel just trying to bring down Kaori, will be able to get at least 1 kill, but the toxic off from Omar going to finish off Samel. And Matthew looking like he's in some trouble as well. Now, along with the Heavenly Bind, this is just going to bring down the Shadow Demon as well. 2 kills going away. Quest for 1 loss.
That's pretty important though for PhD Quest. The fact that they killed off the Kunkka, who was having an exceptional game. You're level 2 tiny, or level 3 as well. It's like super low level.
Yeah, and Samel taking a ton of damage through this as well. 3 heroes surrounding him. Matthew, no mana left.
Normally, they profit only care about 7 wisdom runes. So we are seeing a bit of a evolution to the wisdom rune method. Like we're not seeing this. We need to get it. You know, this rush for it. This stretch of the map, and yeah, they make stacks instead. So pretty cool to see. Malik though is getting wrecked around a little bit by the Chen. He has the spear though if he wants to use it.
Yeah, it's gonna be used well. And actually, all that just like, you know what? Too close to the tower. Level 6 on mount as well, so
we are seeing a bit of a...
Yeah, you don't really want to invite anything there. Well, bottom side, Miracle is coming across. Doesn't have the chrono available, but the bashes should help out. TA2000 just getting beaten on down here. They don't have a little bit more. There's a time violation coming on through. TA2000 invis, doesn't matter. Miracle gets the kill. And that is a great rotation across from the face